Hi guys, it's me again, FLYWITHMEFPV, and what I have here is a brushless 65 millimeter quad, or like a tiny whoop. Anyways, this is a bind and fly. It's for FR Sky, and I got this from SN Hobbies. So I think 129 or 130 Canadian dollars. So again, I think it's a pretty good bind and fly. I've flown it, but we'll get to that in the later part of the video. I just want to show you what came into the package. This is the box. That's the quad, and it came with an instruction manual, spare props, screwdriver, and spare props, screwdriver, and I think that is a tool to remove the props. Came with a USB charger. I haven't used this, but yep, and one S250 mAh high voltage battery. So yeah, basically that's what came with the package. So let's quickly go through the specs. Brushless motors 0603 17,000 kV. Flight controller F3 Crazy Bee 4-in-1 BL Heli S 5 amp ESC. AIO camera 700 TPL with 120 field of view. VTX 25 milliwatts 48 channel. The receiver is an SPI bus receiver, supports D8 and D16 switchable. Alright, to bind this thing, first you have to decide whether you're using D8 or D16. Once you've decided which option to use, go connect your UR65 to your PC. Go to configuration, and on the receiver area here, choose SPI RX port, and if you're using D16, choose FR Sky _X, or if you're using or if you chose the option D8, you'll have to choose FR Sky _D. Now I personally use D16 because I wanted to configure failsafe on the radio, and that's the only way to get that going if I do choose D16. Now after you've set the option using the Betaflight configurator, what you need to do is to remove the canopy and then power on the UR65. Now the binding process of this quad is different from like other quads that have a dedicated receiver. What you need to do is look for this button. So power on, and then once it's all cycled, press this button for 3 seconds and then release, and then wait for, I don't know, 20-30 seconds, and basically that's it. That's the binding process for the UR65 on FR Sky. So again, don't press it and then power on. It wouldn't work. It took me a while to figure that out. Put the battery on and then press the button, or wait for it to cycle, press the button and wait for 20-30 seconds. Now another advice that I would give is that do not put your transmitter pretty close to the quad. I noticed that the binding process can fail if the transmitter is pretty close. So anyways, yeah, that's what the binding process is on this quad. So set it on Betaflight. Once you've set the option, whether it's _D or _X, or which is D16, D8 or D16, go back to the quad and then power it on, press the button. Okay, anyways, I've flown about 14 packs on this quad, and I'm pretty happy with the performance. It's very fast, whether on stabilized mode, especially on acro air mode. Although indoors I fly mainly on stabilized mode. The brushless motors really makes a difference in the flight performance, even when doing rolls and flips and stuff like that. Now the canopy, I was a bit skeptical about this because I thought it was going to be brittle, but apparently it's it's still intact. I've crashed it a couple of times, and I don't see any cracks or whatever on the canopy. What I really like about this canopy as well is that there's a screw there to hold the whole AIO, the VTX camera. So basically you could loosen that up and tilt this a bit if you want to. And how this antenna comes out, it actually protects the AIO. I mean, from crashes. The canopy would probably absorb some of the shock or the impact and not go straight to the AIO. Now, one of the things that I really like about this quad is that it has an OSD. So I know there's a lot of flight controllers for the Tiny Move that has OSD as well, but this is the first time that I actually used one with an OSD. And it has a current sensor. You get all those battery voltage readings, warnings, and whatnot. And you can also access the Betaflight pitch rates and all the good stuff for tuning using the Betaflight OSD. So that's one of the things that I find pretty awesome about this quad. Flight performance, again, really fast. Brushless motors really makes a difference. When you're flying indoors, I would suggest, maybe stabilized mode, but depending on your skill set, I'm not saying that you can do it on acro air mode. However, you might need to dial down your rates because when indoors, flying tight spaces and having the power of brushless motors will really kind of make a difference in how you react or how you fly. So anyways, I'm pretty happy with this UR65, and I'll try to post as much flight videos as I can in the next few days. Thank you.
Feel